Hey, I'm Tracy Panak, the Better Coach, and welcome to my YouTube channel, where I help women move from feeling bitter to better after breakups, date better the next time around, and generally protect their peace in spite of all of life's ups and downs. I'm glad you're here, and let's get into it. Let's talk today about how peaceful it can be to be broken up. What I mean is when we have left or been left or have ended or have had a relationship ended that was not healthy or that was just stressful in any way, there can be such a sense of relief. There can be sadness, yes, disappointment, absolutely, anger, 100%. And there is oftentimes a grieving process, but also oftentimes, people report this sense of relief, being at peace, not arguing with their former partner, having their home look and feel the way they like it to feel, not having issues of parenting when it comes to parenting in the same household as someone who does it very differently than you, all sorts of things. So I just want to take a moment today to really just acknowledge the relief that we can sometimes feel when a relationship that really wasn't serving us has ended. What I really like to talk about is the moment when I'm working with people and they say something like, I feel so at peace. This feels so good. And when those moments happen, I stop and I really have us take time to acknowledge that reality. This sense of peace that you can acknowledge that you are feeling and experiencing, even though you may not be happy that the relationship ended, and really honing in on that sense of peace as a motivator for you continuing to go through your recovery and healing process from your breakup. Meaning there are hard moments where maybe you miss the person, maybe you're really sad, maybe there's some very practical aspects of your life that are hard, but also recognizing, wow, it feels so good to not be arguing with someone, to not be wondering about where that person is, wondering if you can trust them, any of the things that you might have experienced in your relationship that were stressful to you. And valuing that sense of peace brings me to this idea of choosing disappointment over heartbreak. What I mean here is when dating someone, I prefer to be disappointed early on rather than heartbroken later on. And what I mean is, if I'm dating someone and I'm recognizing they're not meeting my standards, expectations, desires for the person who I want to be with, who I want to date, who I want to be in a relationship with, then it serves me to put an end to that sooner and maybe be disappointed or sad than to stick with it and continuing to become emotionally attached to that person and maybe even more practically intertwined with them, and then experience heartbreak down the road if it doesn't work out, whether I end it or they end it. This is a very important thing to consider because we can oftentimes hold on way too long to situations that are not good for us, and then we are setting ourselves up for heartbreak because now we're very emotionally invested in a person or a relationship. So I say I choose disappointment over heartbreak. When I'm acknowledging earlier on in the dating process with someone that there are key things that are not lining up for me, I need to do us both the favor of ending it. Now, ending it respectfully and not ending it prematurely out of fear, but ending it when I've done real assessment and real vetting and given real thought to whether this interaction, this relationship serves me well or not. And that's what the other person should be doing toward me as well. Another key factor here is valuing your own time and energy. Like, really, truly believing that the time you give to someone is valuable time. And the energy you expend on someone is valuable energy. Because you could be using that time and energy for so many other things. Taking a nap, cleaning your house, caring for your kids, going to work, taking a run. The list can go on and on and on. So you want to think about your time and energy as currency, just like we think about money. Is it worth me spending this on this? Is it worth me continuing to engage with this person based on how they treat me, how they talk to me, our interest, how much I like them or don't like them? This is a very valuable concept when dating, and when dating in a way that's going to be most beneficial and enjoyable to you. Do not just willy-nilly give out your time and energy to people, when you should instead be very thoughtful about how you utilize those resources. Should I continue going on dates with this person? Should I continue to move forward in the escalation of this relationship with this person? These are very important things to keep in mind, because when you don't give good assessment to how you spend those resources of time and energy, then this concept of protecting your peace, it goes out the window. It's not very peaceful to feel like you're wasting time with someone, or to put emotional energy into someone and have them just completely disregarded. And so when you think about finding that peace and keeping it and protecting it, then you are also thinking about how you give your time and energy to people. All I know is that the peace that I found being out of relationships that don't serve me is a peace that I'm not willing to give up. No. If someone and if a relationship isn't bringing in, overall, generally speaking, more positive and good to my life, then I don't need it there. And the other person should feel the same way about me and having a relationship with me. When we are being deliberate about protecting our peace, we are actually helping to emotionally protect ourselves and to protect our time and our energy, and to set ourselves up for better, happier, more enjoyable relationships with people.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to click the link to join my email list. See you soon.